was it Monday, May 30th? It's like 6 o'clock in the evening. 6 or something. 6:25 p.m. Already been home, right? Already been home. I got my dog with me. See? Took him for a walk. On the path. On the path. Yep. Marked everywhere I go. I'm marked, spotted and marked, and they're, on the way, as well as shooting frequencies and EMFs at me, and same thing. It's electrical magnetic frequencies. Along with that, there's people fucking sitting there, and noise campaign. This is daily, man. Right now I got there's numerous people watching me, and as soon as I leave, they're gonna be in the way. They're gonna be in the way, man. Yeah. Like when I turned around from walking, I turned around because, well, I'm turned around. I don't know why, I just wanted to come back to the truck, and it's really hard to get out of the truck and take the simplest thing, like taking my dog for a walk right after work. It's supposed to be enjoyable, but that's stressful too. Nobody really watches anyways my videos or whatever. I don't care. Yeah, targeting, surveillance, COINTELPRO. Yeah, the exit entry crap. There's somebody right here. Off in the distance, and they shine their headlights at you. Yeah. But they're all on fucking some sort of fucking chat room shit. And the energy that they're putting off at me, because they keep on talking about the energy that I have. I know I have energy, but it's a higher energy. And they devour. That's what they do. They devour. They want you on edge continually. But yeah, I can't do simple things like, without being watched, take my dog for a walk, everywhere I am, there they are. Yeah. It's been happening since 2014, I believe. It was like in the summertime when it started, but I've been targeted my whole life. And it's so frustrating that there's nobody to talk to about it. There's nobody. I don't have anybody. I don't. And it's exactly how it feels. And it's horrible. It's just like the Bible talks about. They surround you and wait for you and lie in wait for you. Look at the birds. There's a little bird, and he's got, he or she. You know what I had to do though? I had to move a nest to pick up this horse trailer, to move it out of the auction for a job. And so I hope the baby birds didn't, but I moved the whole nest without dropping any of the baby birds, you know. And so this little bird, you know, it's weird because this little bird is looking at this truck and looking at me, and ever since then, you know, they've been coming around me or whatever before or whatever. But anyways, they don't look aggressive, hostile, or whatever. They're not looking. They just noticed this truck and me, like, oh, there he is, and then like that bird had a twig and then it just flew off, and it, you know. So they communicate just like people, or people are just like, because they're animals. And I was at this location last time when I got all that probation. I called them all out because fucking, you know, I just moved over here and I didn't have a license, and you know, I was drinking and fucking I pulled out my phone and started recording, and they all said, "Oh my God, he's recording us." And fucking, you know, they made a big old fucking their word against mine, so I ended up on probation because they said that I fucking, you know, I stood in the road and fucking, you know, I called them out, called the fucking neighborhood watch out, and yet still, you know, every wherever I'm sitting, they come out and they fucking, you know, they come out and fucking sit there and fucking peek around the corner and shit like that, you know. Like there's non-stop fucking movement right across the way at the fucking coming from the apartment complex. And there's non-stop movement wherever I go. Like when I go home, there's non-stop movement by the fucking, and there's two vehicles that, besides the neighbors, there's two vehicles that always fucking, and they're loud too. So you can't do anything but notice them, right? That was a white Jeep, and they're using white. And there's a red vehicle sitting at the crosswalk in front, you know. What are the odds of that? See? But yeah, so there's a Subaru that fucking starts up every time I lay down, and then there's a Dodge Cummins that starts up. The Dodge is white. It's neighborhood watch. And then the Subaru is red. I finally figured it's like a blood red Subaru, and it's just loud, and he just starts it and lets it freaking idle, and then he leaves for like, as soon as I get in my room and I lay down, he leaves, exit entry shit. He leaves for 5 minutes, and then either one of them come back, and they're saying in the V2K that they're making excuses for it. For the in your head, they're making excuses for it, like because you're thinking, so you know, you think something, and then they're like, no, he is just going to work and blah blah blah. You know, that's what they said in my fucking head, man. Right after I said, you know. Oh, oh yeah? But he leaves for 5 minutes and then comes back, you know? So anyways, but what's got me right now is the fucking, they fumigated where I live. The people I live with, my stepmom, she fumigated with perfume. Like some sort of perfume, and a while back it was like some allergic, you know, it's got your nut, it makes you like trying to get you sick and shit, you know, because of the whole, you know, COVID thing or whatever, trying to get you sick and trying to wear you down and trying to exhaust you and trying to, you know, stress you beyond stressable so you'll break. See? And you know, so that always wears on you, that you know who they're watching you. You know that they're watching you, so it's a constant barrage of your senses of being watched. And like right now, they're hitting me with the boom in my fucking chest. It's going boom, 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 and it does it when I fucking lay down too. So they're like broadcasting somehow too. I went for a walk and fucking, you know, and it's Memorial Day. Like, memorial of the war veterans. But I'm saying I can't have it, and they're doing it, you know. They just won't, you know. There's another, you know. It's crazy. I remember when I could make complete sentences, and now these fragments of thoughts is what I have. Sporadic fucking, and I can't fucking, it's so oppressing. It's so oppressing, man. But they tone it down or whatever when you start filming. And they make you go into like a sleep state or whatever when you turn the camera on to fucking, like right now, whenever you got something to say, they want to control it so you can't really fucking talk. By the noise harassment and the banging and shit like that. The EMF radiation at you. They want to make it seem like you're unstable, and I'm not unstable. I can talk, and you know. But the whole thing that gets me is I go to work, and they're like, they don't want to let you rest. They don't want to let you have any fucking rest. See, like right now, I'm like, what do I talk about? But it's the exit entry, the same timing is what they've been doing. Hardcore on me. Yep. And the noise like that, you heard it. There it is, you know. And they want you focused on that. But I'm saying I can't take my dog for a walk without someone fucking following behind, because on the way back to this truck, I walked to a certain point and I kept on seeing somebody down on the trail. You know, there's people or persons, more than one. It could have been more than one, right? But I knew for a fact it was somebody or people's, at least one person. But when there's one of them, there's two or three of them with them. They're like witches. So anyways, I seen that, and as soon as I came up, it's like you come into focus in this situation, and they pull themselves back. But the whole way along walking on this trail right here, there was people coming out same time exit entry shit, right? So I get to a certain point and I wait there, and then when I get to that point, lo and behold, there's a car, and when I was walking, so anyways, when I get to that point, there's a car that's coming out pointing at you with their headlights, right? So I'm sitting there waiting for the car, you know, and then the V2K starts, right? Just a little bit, but it's because they're, you know, they're there. And so I'm walking, you know, and I have this eerie feeling of someone behind me. So I keep on checking. Because you'd be a fucking fool if you just said, oh, there's nobody there, when everything points to someone's there, right? You'd be a fucking fool if you just went on about your business and not worried about it. Listen to all the birds around me. Because the energy, there's energy, see? There's a red car over there, and they're waiting for me to leave. They're just hanging out. That's loitering. That's what that's called. So anyways, I'd be an idiot if I didn't look behind me, you know? And so the whole way back, I'm looking at it, you know, I'm keeping my intention forward with my dog. And the whole way back, it was weird. It was like my mind shifted, like it got distracted and overwhelmed. So I wasn't able to really focus on barely even freaking walking my dog, let alone walking I knew I was being hit with some sort of freaking frequency, right? The whole way back. And as soon as I get back to my truck, this location, there's sun tides over there, and I get to and lo and behold, there was someone over there supposedly washing their truck, right? And they come out around the corner and look directly at me across the way. And then, of course, they got the music that they fucking play or whatever, you know? But as soon as I get back to this fucking truck, there's someone looky-looing, you know? This vehicle is just, you know... They're monsters. And so, anyways, that's exit entry bullshit. They do it, and they look around like how the fuck. Well, it's all along the way. The houses are fucking. There's people with fucking binoculars in their house that sit and watch you. It's that fucking, you know, and they're all in a fucking some sort of fucking chat room, video chat with each other, and they're putting hits out on people. Community watch. They're putting fucking. They're dangerous. The very people that are supposed to be working with the police are dangerous. Neighborhood watch is dangerous. And I feel the threat every single day of these people that want to have violence upon my head. I feel their vibration and you know, but they know when I'm moving. So I must be a powerful creature if they probably don't even have to really communicate between each other. As the V2K, it's technology, but it's more of they're I'm not from here. They're from here. I'm not from here. I'm a sojourner. I'm not from here. And so, anyways, I'm not from here. This is their and it's stupid. It's stupid that I'm stuck here in their place. This is their house. Oh. See, they said you finally got it in my head. They said, oh, he's finally got it. I didn't fucking know that when I fucking came here to earth from heaven, because we're fallen angels. We're angels that chose to walk away from God. So anyways, they're hunting us down. So, yeah, that's bullshit. But everywhere I go, and they don't tell you about this, that you're tracked and monitored, and we're gonna stand with you, not against you. It would be awesome if people if I ever have a kid, I'm gonna tell them. If I ever find a woman, I'm like, this is how it is, and we're gonna raise our kid this way. And we're gonna tell them, we're gonna break it to them that yeah, you're supposed to be food for this other race of beings, but we're not gonna hide it from you, and we're not a part of it, so don't think we're a part of it. If I ever have a kid, I'm gonna break it to them. They can talk to you in your mind, you know that, right? The other girls and boys in school and stuff like that, the reason why that you feel like that is because they're putting thoughts in your mind of that stuff. It's garbage. Don't ever believe it, you know? And they're wearing costumes, so don't, you know, if I ever have a kid, I'm going to break it to them. I'm going to tell them, and it's going to, you know, that besides Christmas and Santa Claus and all the pagan ritual holidays, you know, see, sitting here, you know, come here to sit here and text the handlers, the other people on the monitoring. Yeah, got sent here to monitor. Yeah. These right here. Yeah. Look at me with that ugly face. Monsters. Like, yeah, and you know what I'm talking about. That's why they're mad. They're even madder because I wouldn't say madder. The whole, the evil eye and shit. That person it's not a she, because they're wearing a facade, a costume, a phantom. So the host body is a phantom image created in the likeness of not the one true God, because that was Adam. He was formed not in the image of God. No, Genesis 1 and Genesis 2 are completely different. The image, it means an idol, basically. You look it up. So the host body is a facade of all these creatures that put on suits that's why they act like monsters to you, and they can go back to their circle or whatever, and they can put on a perfect and because it's all together. They all match up, they mingle together, so therefore they don't have to. They can basically let their guard down and let their facade show through with each other. But when you come around, they have to that's what makes them so angry, is they have to put on this freaking facade, I think, right? And they have to okay, so there's the energy. So the energy they're putting out, see, should come back. The energy they're putting out, right? The energy they put out is the cloaking device. Is the cloaking that they have to put on, see? They just can't, they can't go, like, when they show up around you, they just can't go for like a walk or something. They have to sit there and text for like half an hour, right? Listen to that shit. They have to sit there and text for half an hour, make this big old spill, and then they don't even go and do what they're gonna do. Like, acting like, oh, I'm going, the whole, like, oh, I'm gonna go walk my dog, but you don't go and walk your dog. You go and sit there and talk to other people the whole time you're sitting there. So you're not really walking your dog, and you're not really riding your bike. You show up to text your handler that you're here, and you have to stay on the location and put out that nasty energy because you're wearing a costume. See, slamming the doors. Well, I'm so not terrified. It's the terror thing, right? I'm so not terrified. I'm so over it. Like the slamming doors. Of course it's gonna startle you, everyone. See? Look, the dog. See? See? That's pretty much why I got him. To do a job. He's my friend. He's my best friend. Yeah. See? He's my best friend, and they don't like. So anyways, the energy that you feel is the cloaking devices. The cloaking. They always want to come around and interrupt. See how he's getting up and shit? Is because what I'm talking about, they had to send someone around and make some sort of commotion around me. He was just laying down. Look at him. But he isn't cute. Is it Bruno? Anyways, it's Bruno Bean. So the energy that you feel really nasty and held down, and you know, like a suffocating energy, and the boom 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 feeling, that's of their the facade that they're the cloaking, the energy they're putting in to cloaking. That's why their energy is focused at you, is because they have to keep cloaking because they're around you. So their energy is always over there. So I have to keep this on because he's over there watching, and that's why they're making sure I'm. Yeah. Oh, okay. So that's because it's all about cloaking and the energy and making sure that you know, I already know it's there. You know. Where is he? There he is. See? He knows the camera. Even dogs know the camera, right? So when the camera's on, and if you have a resemblance of love on you, not that if some people don't understand about love, if you understand about love, they want to stomp on your belief about it and change your belief about love. But I don't know. Yeah. They're both making mention. Yep. They're always doing this nasty color yellow, and so it's a yellow and red. It's crazy. It's like pukey red color. So anyways. But that's what the energy is about. That's why their focus is on you so much, is because they're trying to keep up the facade. That's why, yeah. Yep. Just a little bit. I'm still here, though. I'm still here. They've tried to make everything boring on me.